All right, and we are live.
We live?
Yep,
All
let's
right.
go ahead and start the show.
All right. Welcome to episode 79. This episode of 2OC we talk about Wizard Go, scary stories that are okay to tell in the dark, and Anton rubs a lamp. I'm Al Flores.
And I'm Anton Dewan.
Anton, how's your week been, even though we just talked a couple days ago?
Very interesting week. There's a lot of movies coming out, so I've been trying to catch up on a whole lot of them, especially.
It's almost like a
Yeah, go ahead.
no, like this is almost like a mini summer. Just so many things coming out at once now.
Yeah. I mean, we got Mary Poppins that just came out. We got
Into
Aquaman.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, we got Spider-Verse, and we also got
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a good hits.
Mhm.
All right, yeah, but we'll talk more about those numbers once we get to the movie list. Any dramatic events? Any thing that happened between now and Tuesday when we recorded episode 80? And for the people who don't realize, we're recording out of order for this one.
Yeah.
A little behind the scenes.
I know, behind the scenes. Well, if you're on YouTube and you're watching the live stream,
Yeah,
you probably already know that we recorded something a little early, a couple days ago.
true.
Mhm.
As for me, Anton, I have been working like crazy. Everybody wants to wrap everything up before the end of the year.
Mhm.
So it's like the last minute push, even though the last week or so of work is just dead because everybody's on vacation.
Yeah, true. Talk about vacation. I had a little mini vacation over the weekend. I
Oh
went,
yeah,
yeah, I went to New York, and you know, I usually go there to have some really good food, especially some dim sum, and
I did see some good posts.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't really post everything because when I was up there, I picked up my new camera, so I was playing around with that most of the time instead of Snapchatting most of
The
the stuff.
the stable handheld, or which camera?
Yeah, the gimbal. It is
Gimbal. There you go.
well, it is the DJI Pocket, Osmo
Oh,
Pocket.
DJI.
Hmm.
They're getting
Yeah,
around.
yep, they are.
All right, Anton. Any delicious food restaurants recommendations that you hit up?
Yeah, there's a couple of places that really stood out. Peter Luger is pretty much a classic place to go get steaks because they usually get first dibs on beef. So the family usually goes to the farm and picks
Hmm.
out the first batch of beef that gets slaughtered.
They're like, we want the flank from this one, but we want the prime rib from that one over there.
Yeah, so that's what they usually do. They have their own stamp too, so they would stamp on there just to get dibs. But
I want that. Dibs. Oh, this one. Dibs. Dibs.
yeah. So, anyways, Peter Luger. Another place I really liked is this place called Sake Bar Hagi 46. There used to be just a regular Sake Bar Hagi. It's a izakaya, which is a Japanese restaurant, kind of like a bar, gastropub. Like
Uh-huh.
there's different types of foods that you can order. There's like barbecue, there's like pasta, there's sushi, there's ramen. So it's pretty much like a get together place where you can have the best of everything in Japanese foods. So
See, meanwhile, you were eating that, and then I've been working crazy hours at work, so I actually ordered DoorDash and got a poke bowl. That's as that's
cool.
as that's as exotic as I got this week.
Yeah. So there was an incident. I went to the airport to head home,
Oh
but
yeah, I never got the resolution.
what's that?
I said I never got the resolution because all you told me was like we're recording late.
Oh, today or
Oh, today, yeah,
no? No, I was talking about
Tuesday.
no. I'm talking about when I was in New York.
Oh, okay, sorry, my
Yeah.
bad.
So when I was in New York, when I got to the airport to go home, there was an incident. I went to JFK, and on my ticket it says United. And we got to the terminal, but there's no United at all. I'm thinking,
Oh,
what does this say on here? Oh my God! It says New Jersey.
oh, so what was it?
It
What's
was
the airport?
Newark.
And yeah, Newark International.
Yeah.
Uh,
So then our Lyft, we went Lyft instead of Uber this time. So our Lyft guy was like, let me check and see how long it's gonna take to get there. So then he went in to his app and he's like, oh my god, it's gonna take an hour to get there.
yeah. What time of the day was this?
This was at night. This was like at 7 o'clock at night, and our flight was at 8:30.
Oh, so you were not going to make it.
Yeah. So then I don't know. He turned around and went straight the other way, and the whole trip started fairly cheap, but now it's very, very expensive. After the whole,
How much?
it was like $300.
Holy crap! How much?
Yeah.
How much was it initially going to be?
Initially, it was only $75.
That's a little steep.
Yeah. Well, $75. We're splitting it with like 6 people that went.
No, but I'm saying no. Okay. You're saying
Hmm.
the 300 something was split.
Oh no, 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 no.
Oh, that was all
That
you?
was a total. That was a total for the whole entire
Oh,
trip. Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Originally, it was supposed to only cost $75.
I'm sure Uber driver was like, "That's fine. I'll sit in traffic for an hour with you. That's fine."
Yeah, but it's crazy because he's
Or Lyft.
basically texting and going to church at the same time on his phone.
He was going to church, like
It's a live
evangelical.
stream.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that can't be legal.
No, I don't. I don't think so either. But that's basically what happened.
Oh, you know that's gonna go that's gonna go to court one day.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he was watching, or he was a distracted driver. Yes, but it's also his religion, so you can't interfere with his religion.
Exactly. So I don't really know what to say, but to hold on to my dear life. Yeah.
Oh,
So.
jeez. Well, I mean, you got home safe and sound. That's what matters,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. And the best part is you're self-employed, so.
Yep.
All right. All right, Anton. Well, again, glad you're home safe. You made it one piece,
Hmm.
and we got to record Tuesday without any major hiccups,
Yeah.
and are recording today.
Yeah, and just a little teaser for people that are listening to this episode. I highly recommend listening into our holiday special with some of our guys from other podcasts.
Yeah, so we mentioned it last episode. So we did get Josias from the Comic Syndicate and Deep Dives, and we also got my brother RG from Deep Dives to come on board. We talked about movies, 2018, what we're looking forward to, and we played a game with them just to torture them.
Yeah, dude, it was. I think we had a really good time, and there was so much that we were talking about, and yeah, it's such a good episode.
Time flew by. So that's probably our longest episode. It's a special, so we don't care. We went long that one.
Yeah, it's about 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
But yes, I recommend either downloading it when it comes out, or if you can't wait, check out the live stream.
Hmm.
Um, the little disclaimer: Josias and RG refuse to be on camera because they want it to be the mystery in the darkness. They want to
Yeah.
hide in the shadows.
But eventually, we have to get them on camera
We do,
at some
we do.
point. Hmm.
It'll be like Bigfoot, taking a picture of Bigfoot.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just blur. All right, Anton. Ready to get into the show?
Yep. Let's get into the show.
All right, let's get into news.
Okay. News.
I never checked this out,
Okay.
but I know it's been a major hit. To all the boys I've loved before, or I've loved.
Yeah. To all the boys I loved before. It's a, I guess, teenage rom-com.
Yeah, seems like it.
Mhm.
I don't want to sound racist, but it seemed very Wong Fu to me. Just like the trailer itself.
Yeah, it's really not. I mean, the story is based on uh, a writer who is also Asian.
Jenny Han.
Yeah, Jenny Han, and
Yeah.
it's a really good book. It's a series, a trilogy,
Mhm.
and this is the first installment of it that is currently on Netflix. But then they got greenlit for the second movie, so I'm pretty excited for it. I mean, I had a really good time watching it with my wife, and it's a different pace. for this type of genre because you know when we used to watch like a lot of the Disney Channel movies,
Right.
yeah, it has that type of feel too when you watch it, but it's not as cheesy.
Okay. So it's like it's cheesy, but in a cute way, or
Yeah,
in a endearing way.
yeah, it kind of reminds me of when we were watching that movie, Disney Channel movie called Genius.
Oh yeah. The nerdy kid that had the crush on like this figure skating girl or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of
What's her
watching
name?
something like that.
Emmy Rossum.
Yeah, Amy Rossum,
That,
who's in
yeah.
Shameless.
Yes.
Hmm.
Had a huge crush on her growing up,
Yeah, I mean, she
even though
still
I
looks the
never
same.
learned her name.
She still looks the
She
same.
really does. She has not aged. That's the funny thing about her.
Yeah,
But good to know she's still acting. That she's being consistent. She never. I don't think she ever got a major role, but besides Shameless, but
hmm
she stayed in the in roles.
yeah. So it stars Lana Condor.
Mhm.
She's Vietnamese, but then she was adopted, and it turns out that she's been doing a very good living off of acting. So
Well,
we
yeah,
actually,
she's played a Jubilee on X-Men, right?
yeah, I think that was her first big breakout role.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She played
Oh,
a Jubilee.
yeah. So since we're talking about her, they also have this show called Deadly Class, which she also stars in. This is a show that is about this kid. His name is Marcus Lopez Arguello, who has been
Hmm.
living on the streets. He later got recruited into an academy of deadly arts in San Francisco. This is actually based on a graphic novel of the same name that came out in 2014. So, for seeing a lot of these graphic novels get adapted into TV shows, it's really
Yeah.
exciting to see because we've got um, what is it, The Walking Dead, um,
Yeah.
and I think there's a Watchmen series coming out soon too.
Yes, that's in development now.
Yeah, so we're getting a lot of these really interesting titles that are getting adapted into TV. So I'm really excited for this one. So the cool thing about this show is they did a pilot that you can actually watch right now. I watched about half of it today, and dude, it's looking like it's very promising. Really excited to see it because it's produced by the Russo brothers,
Hmm.
created by the Russo brothers.
I mean, they have so much extra free time now. They're not really doing anything.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm really excited to see where this series go. It's gonna come out in January 16th. That's when they're actually launching it on the Sci-Fi Channel. But right now you can catch the free pilot online.
Yeah, Sci-Fi always does a good job of teasing their shows. They give you a good sample of it,
Hmm.
um, whether it be through their internet presence or through the actual channel itself.
Hmm.
All right, Anton. Moving on to our next topic.
Okay.
We know Niantic Labs.
Yes.
They developed Pokemon Go. They also had a game before that called Lumius.
Yeah, Luminous. It's very popular in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was kind of like the prototype for Pokemon Go with the
Hmm.
location, all that.
Yeah.
Well, they're working on another one for Harry Potter. It's called Harry Potter Wizards United or Unite.
Interesting. So
So it's gonna be
how's this gonna work out?
they're right now they're just teasing it. They're doing kind of like real world kind of like they did with Pokemon, where like people are just walking down the street and they see a Pokemon like walking by them, or whatever.
Hmm.
Same thing. Right now they're just teasing. Um, what's the thing from Quidditch, the Golden Snitch?
Hmm.
Yeah, like that. Like they'll tease like people trying to catch that, or they'll tease a security camera that's facing a highway, and you see a quick blur, and then they review the replay, and it's like a three broomsticks flying or whatever.
Hmm.
So it seems more like it's the trailers seem like it's the Ministry of Magic investigating magic in the Muggle world.
Hmm.
So I'm wondering if you're gonna play a wizard trying to like capture Dementors or trying to fight Dementors or trying something like that. They haven't really released a lot of details about this. I believe all they've said so far is 2019.
Interesting. So it's a very immersive experience for Harry Potter fans. You can actually do a lot more
So
magic. But in AR
yeah, like,
form, I guess.
Yeah, so if you're a Harry Potter fan, but you're not a fan of Pokemon, at least Pokemon Go gives you a good idea of what they're able to do in the real world. So I'm excited about this. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but even I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
All right. The next thing is kind of a quick one. Disney Pixar has announced their next project. It's called Onward. It's releasing in spring of 2020, starring Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Octavia Spencer.
Ooh, okay. Very interesting cast.
Yeah, again, not a lot of trailers, but there's a lot of excitement about this just because of those first two names I said. Well, first three names I said.
Yeah. So I did see the title design for the announcement, but is there any plot or any details on what this is about?
Just the logo teaser. And I wish I knew more about graphics and design to try to identify what type of culture, civilization that could be referencing. It seems very Northern European to me, but who knows?
Yeah.
All right, Tom. That's all I have for that. Any other news topics you have?
Nope. I kind of covered TV earlier because we were already into it.
You blew our load on TV, so we can skip TV now.
Yeah.
All right, let's just go straight into movies then. All right, let's go. Pull up movies. All right, Anton. So this past weekend, look, these are our top leaders. So no surprise, number one, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with $35.3 million. Not a lot of money summer-wise, but winter money, that's really damn good. That's almost Star Wars money.
Yep.
Next one, number two, The Mule. This one I was surprised about because I thought I was really seeing a lot of reviews for it. I was seeing a lot of buzz around it.
Is that the one with Clint Eastwood?
Clint Eastwood, yeah. And there's another name on it that I should really be knowing, but off the top of my head I can't remember. With $17.5 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Number three, Dr. Seuss the Grinch with $11.7 million.
That's still going strong, I guess.
Yeah, and these are just the weekend amounts, so not the total. Number four is going to be Wreck-It Ralph with $9.2 million, and number five, the other new release we had, which we forgot to mention, was Mortal Engines with $7.5 million.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that, but I haven't really heard a whole lot about anybody saying anything about it.
Yeah, and let me see if I can look up. So Mortal Engines, their production budget was $100 million. They've made 9.8 so far.
It's produced by Peter Jackson, so.
Peter Jackson, Fran Wells, directed by Christian Rivers. Yeah, that movie.
I mean, it's got a really great cast too. I'm a big fan of Robert Sheehan, who's one of the male leads in it.
But it has such a sucker punch feel to it. Like it's such a surreal world, very artistic, not very. It doesn't seem like for general audience. It seems very niche.
Yeah, and I think they were planning on doing a trilogy for this, so I don't know how they're gonna pull through.
Probably not gonna happen now.
Yeah,
just initial numbers. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, so I feel bad. I was excited when I first saw the trailer, but little by little, I just lost interest in it. Once Upon Deadpool, surprisingly, 11th place. I know there's a lot of buzz around that one too. That one made $2.6 million.
Oh, that's not too bad. I mean, at least they got some money out of it.
Yeah, and I'm. Can I see this one? No, I can't see them out. I can't see the production budget. I'm assuming they didn't spend that much.
Yeah, I think only a couple $100 on editing, really.
Yeah,
and then
they pay for editing
one scene.
Yes, I think it was like 2 days of production or whatever. And Ben Savage. I mean, how much is Ben Savage worth nowadays? No offense to you, Ben Savage.
No, I think he's worth quite a bit because I mean, Wonder Years is still playing on some channel.
Yeah, but I think his last two projects tanked, so
Yeah, he's probably on
yeah. Like,
Nick at Night.
yes, he has Nick at Night Monday. That's what he has.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to another announcement we have. It's another movie coming out, produced by Guillermo del Toro. Scary stories to tell in the dark. This is based on another trilogy book from the 90s.
Yeah, it's very interesting that he's doing this because a lot of people are really excited to see more horror themed movies coming out from him.
Well, I just liked it because those books are they're a collection of scary stories or creepy stories.
Mm-hmm.
So they're putting this together similar to Goosebumps, where it's like something's going on. I believe they pitched it as a group of kids are trying to figure out what's going on in the small town where random strange murders have been happening. I mean, that's exactly what you want kids investigating murders, right?
Yeah. So do you see this? I mean, it's so weird that we're seeing all of these trends of scary or thrillers and just horrors coming back as a really big trend.
No, I mean, the cinematic world kind of goes through a cycle also. It's kind of, if it wasn't for Marvel, we would have been past this whole superhero phase a long time ago. But yeah, I think this is kind of the new thing they're going to try to do. If not scary stories specifically, books or topics from the 90s that are, they can be recycled now for a new generation. So that one I'm really excited about. It's coming out August 9th, 2019. That's what we're talking about. So end of summer release.
I'm curious if they started shooting it yet.
They
probably like
have
a 3-month production or something.
Yeah, I don't know if they started, but they at least have the cast ready to go. So you can look up to see who's directing, who's producing, and who's gonna be starring in the show or movie. Yeah, movie. I don't know why I second guess that. Next one is we got a trailer for Men in Black International. Anton, initial thoughts?
I'm really excited that they're going to a different place instead of staying in the States.
Yeah, and it's funny because this is an aspect of Men in Black that I completely forgot. They introduced this in the first one when they showed when Will Smith was getting a tour of the Men in Black facility, and they showed the giant map, and they said, Men in Black is an organization that's around the world monitoring alien activity. They showed on the map all the locations where the agents were. Yeah. But we only saw agents in New York.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a good concept that they're making it more international now. Tessa Thompson, Chris Hemsworth, they're a great combination. If you didn't see Thor Ragnarok, check it out. They have a great chemistry together.
And I don't know what people are talking about when you scroll down to the comment section. They're like kind of upset that Will Smith's not in it, but it's in the same world. They're trying to tell some different stories.
But the funny is, you go to Aladdin comment section, they're like, I can't believe Will Smith is in this.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we go to that one. Well, yeah. I'll give my initial thoughts on this.
Okay.
So I do like the trailer. I think it gives a good feel for the sarcasm, the type of humor we're going to get in this. Tessa Thompson is one of those that she doesn't have to be loud or just try too hard to be funny. She has her demeanor says so much, and she can kind of like give a smirk and make you laugh. Like she makes comedy very seamless and effortless.
Yeah, she has a charm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And especially that first scene in Thor Ragnarok when she gets out of that ship. Yeah, it's really good. Like you can totally tell that she's putting her all into that character.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's another one. She's kind of just in Thor Ragnarok also, when she kind of gives a look as she's chugging a giant bottle of alcohol and then smashes the bottle as she's walking away with attitude.
Yeah.
I don't. They didn't really show Chris Hemsworth too much until near the end of the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Where he's got a
so
hammer.
Oh God, they have to make at least one Thor joke in this. You know that, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think that was
it
a
has
joke.
to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, was that in there? I don't recall.
yeah. He threw the hammer, and then the alien caught it. He's like, "Oh, good catch."
God, that never works in any of my franchises. All right, that's on. Next one we have is Aladdin. We got a trailer last month, 2 months ago, and now we're getting pictures through Entertainment Weekly, and we also got a teaser, which I have not seen yet.
Okay. So, what did you think about the pictures?
I'm a huge fan of Naomi Scott. However, I think I had to go back to look this up. This is like episode 6 for us when we were first talking about the Aladdin live action coming to fruition. What's her name? Something Thirlwall. Oh, I can't remember. There's another girl from a girl band or girl group that they wanted to cast, and I felt she looked more like Princess Jasmine than Naomi Scott.
Yeah, Naomi Scott is. I think she's mixed, right?
Yeah, she's half. She's English mixed with Indian. So she has that mixture in there, but it's still she doesn't have the look. Regardless of her background, she doesn't have the look for me. But then again, I could be wrong. Maybe like once I actually see her in action, she can be taking me over. The guy playing Aladdin, I believe his name is Masad. He does a great. He looks like Aladdin. Jafar looks creepy, villainous, but realistic. I'm glad they didn't go with like a cheesy goatee kind of thing. Like they didn't try to make him too cartoony.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on the casting?
My thought on the casting, I think it's a pretty good cast. But by looking at the picture of Will Smith as Genie,
oh geez,
it's a little different. I thought they were gonna have like animation or something, but they actually have him in costume on set as Genie, which is very, very interesting.
So Will Smith did address this in one of his social media posts. And before I go on to that, it was Jade Thirlwall known as Little Mix, or from the band Little Mix. Yeah. I think she's the one that looks like Jasmine. Yeah, he addressed it because I think somebody commented saying, "Why isn't Genie blue?" And he told her, "I am going to be blue. This is just Genie in human disguise. But the majority of the movie, he's blue." So I don't know if he's gonna have a blue hue or if he's gonna be CGI, and then to cut costs. There you go. Maybe he'll transform into a human to disguise himself.
Which is a very interesting take.
Which I mean, and realistically, that's what you want to do if you're a Genie. You can't just be walking around in a crowd like nothing, like in the cartoon.
Just like when I was talking about watching the Aladdin Broadway show, they got rid of Abu.
But they brought him in.
Abu.
But they brought him in for this one.
Yeah.
They have a monkey.
They have a monkey.
Which we were really concerned about, that they were going to cut Abu out of this. Apu's from The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's why I corrected myself.
Yeah, so actually, let me pull up right here. I don't think we really got to see much from the picture itself. I mean, we got to see the initial casting, but like some of the scenes were far away. I mean, you got to see Abu being sad or something. I mean, that was it. What are the trailers, or what did the teasers show us?
Okay, so the teaser just shows us a little behind the scenes where is it Assad or Masad? Masad. He says he's on location in the desert and it's really beautiful there. and yeah, and then Naomi Scott starts talking about her experience, how she loves the music, and everything just comes together really well. And then you see Will Smith talking about them doing the extra stuff that's not in the cartoon, and it's basically the same story, but then they want to add some surprises, some new stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, and I feel like two of the pictures I got is them doing the Street Rat song.
mhm.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, well, I can right from the pictures I can hear the song Street Rat, Street Rat. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited about it, regardless of what I feel about the casting. Aladdin was one of my favorite childhood movies. Um,
I do have a
Surprising,
question. I do have a
yeah.
question. How do you feel about Guy Ritchie directing this movie? Just to refresh your
Uh,
mind, he's done what is it? Damn it. Okay, he's done Sherlock Holmes.
yeah,
He's
the ones with Robert Downey, right?
Yeah, the ones with
Yeah.
Robert Downey. He's done. Oh, he did a movie that bombed the other day. The one that I went to see, King Arthur.
Oh, the guy from Kingsman.
Yeah, and he also did Robin Hood that just came out.
Ooh, so he's on. Oh, but he did the Man from Uncle, and I like that one though.
Yeah, that one's good. I think for him, it's sometimes it's a hit or miss.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, considering the source material, the backing he has, I'm pretty sure Disney wouldn't let him do.
I think
Uh,
Disney
uh,
likes to play on the safe side, so
exactly.
they're
So
probably
Disney's
on set all the time, like the
exactly
producers.
Disney's not gonna be scared about stepping in and telling them, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hmm.
How about we do this instead?
Hmm.
Yeah, because I can't see if anything. If anything, on out of all the movies he's done, the common trend is quick action,
Hmm.
quick cuts, quick movement or whatever. So I think for some of the at least the music scenes that would work really well for for Aladdin, who's
Hmm.
running through the city, running through buildings, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I think that the camera work is there.
Hmm.
The story and I mean, for the most part, creative decisions, Disney's going to be taking over those.
Yeah, of course. They don't want to lose their money.
No, exactly. You don't want a scenario like we did with the Immortal Engine.
Yeah,
They paid 100 and they got 10 million.
I think that was the same thing with Tomorrowland too. They learned their lesson from that one.
I liked Tomorrowland, but I don't remember how it performed overall.
Didn't do too well.
Did it? I
Yeah,
gotta pull that up now.
yeah. Because I think they wanted to do sequels and stuff with that, but there's no way they can do that with. I don't know. I didn't really like it as much as I did. I mean, I loved it until the very end. Ending was a little weird, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing it now. Their budget was 190.
Hmm.
Domestically, they made 93 million.
Yeah. They got a little bit of a loss on that, but I mean, they made it up within the DVD sales and Blu-ray and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, I mean, worldwide distribution, they made 209 million.
hmm.
I'm sure that's not factoring in marketing, but at least they got their production money back.
Hmm.
But yeah, I can see why they hesitated on going into that one.
Okay. So another trailer that came out that is not on the list that we're talking about tonight is Hellboy. Did you get a chance to see that?
No, but I was seeing the pictures though. It looks
Yeah.
pretty badass.
From the trailer, it kind of reminds me of Guillermo del Toro's Vision, but it looks more refined with lots of really crazy action scenes that you probably like to actually want to go see this one.
Yeah, I saw a picture. It was more of a meme, but they showed Guillermo's Hellboy
Hmm.
with it said like the caption uh photo taken with iPhone 6, and then they showed the new Hellboy. This is photo taken with the iPhone X plus
That's
or
funny.
X.
That's really funny. Yeah.
Um Yeah, no, Hellboy is one of those so surprising to me. I didn't like the idea of Hellboy or like the look or feel of it. I thought it felt too cheesy,
Hmm.
but it grew on me, and I really think it had to do with the actor playing him. I'm
This
blanking
time
on his
around, oh, last time was Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman. There you go. But this time it's the sheriff from Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things, which is David Harbour.
There you go, Harbor.
Hmm. Yeah, so the trailer, you're
It
gonna
had
have to
some
see it. It gets you really
jawline.
excited for the next one.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Do we have a release date on that yet?
What's that?
Do we have a release date on Hellboy yet?
I think they do. I don't have the notes on me. It was in one of the topics we were supposed to talk about because you haven't seen it.
No, that's fine. I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah,
Uh, Hellboy 2019. Ooh, Mila Djokovic is in it.
yeah.
Ooh. Looks like they are targeting release of April, so we're gonna look at an early spring release, pre-summer, so it's out of our summer movie draft.
Oh, it's gonna be kind of tough because it's gonna go up against Avengers.
Oh, that's true.
Hmm.
Uh, Avengers coming out what? Early April or mid-April?
I think mid-April.
So Hellboy has at least one weekend to make its money, and then Avengers gonna screw him over.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
there was. Do you remember when you went to go see Incredibles 2? There
Hmm.
was a little short story movie at the very beginning.
I'm trying to think of what it was. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Bow.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's actually on YouTube right now for this week. They are promoting some of the short movies, short animation movies that is nominated for the Oscars.
Yeah, I
So,
saw that they're promoting Bow, Piper, and Up,
mhm.
or the yeah, wait, yeah, Up. They're showing the artwork and all the. I don't know if it's custom artwork or commission artists, but there's it's very like concept art
Mhm.
for those shorts.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, let me talk about some of the movies I've seen this past week. Did you get to see any movies this week, or just busy?
No, I'm going to see Aladdin, not Aladdin, Aquaman.
Hmm.
Totally, totally different people. Aquaman tomorrow. I've had my tickets for like 2.5 weeks.
All right.
I got them when Adam Tickets and Amazon started doing their promo about the week early screenings
Mhm.
because I figured if they're starting to sell tickets now, they're starting to sell out. Then the regular tickets are going to start selling out quick too.
Mhm. Is
So
tomorrow the secret screen? Oh no, no, that would have been a week before,
yeah, I think that would have been last Saturday.
right? Okay. Yeah, so I got to see Mary Poppins. I think yesterday. Yeah, I saw Mary Poppins yesterday, and I'm gonna have to tell you, this is really worthy of being part of the Best Picture category, which it got nominated for the
Were
Golden
you a
Globes.
Mary Poppins? Were you a Mary Poppins fan as a child?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think the movie had a really big impact in my childhood because the songs were very catchy, and you were actually learning things from watching
I
it.
n I never got into Mary Poppins. I mean, and it's funny because I thought Dick Van Dyke was a very hilarious comedian, and I don't know why I never got into it.
Hmm. Yeah, I think watching this movie when when you first see Mary Poppins coming back, like she's floating down from the sky, it really hits you. Even though it's a totally different actress playing Mary Poppins, it totally
Yeah.
hits you in a way. And yeah, I got a little emotion there when I was watching that. But overall, Emily Blunt did such an amazing job. Her vocals is always good. I've seen her in Into the Woods with James Corden. I don't know if you ever seen that, but that was
I'm
an
not a fan of
amazing
him.
one. Yeah, but Lynn Manuel Miranda, amazing.
Really?
Yeah, his Broadway
Oh, yeah.
experience really shined in this movie so much.
He did Hamilton, right?
Yeah, he did Hamilton. He did In the Heights. He did a lot of the other Broadway shows. There's too many to really list, but yeah, I think he. If it wasn't for Emily Blunt, I think he stole the show.
Hmm.
He's that good because you start the
Yeah,
movie with him too.
yeah. I'm just seeing some of the stuff that happened to promote this movie. Of course, out of all places, London got the most into it. They're putting I don't know, I can't remember what the picture was. I think it was like a umbrella or a statue of something. Somebody standing on one of the carts for the. It's called the Eye.
London
That
Eye.
giant fair. Yeah, the London Eye. Just kind of like everybody knows the silhouette. Everybody knows the figure Mary Poppins, especially in London. So
Yeah, it's
what
just
about
her holding up the umbrella.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Uh,
and Lin-Manuel Miranda did such an amazing job on the accent. He's Puerto
the
Rican.
Yeah, that it sound like a real Londoner, governor.
Yeah,
There
he's
you go. See,
really good, dude. He's
see, I can
amazing.
do it too. That's authentic.
Yeah.
I don't think they say governor anymore.
Yeah, so anyways, amazing movie. If I had to rate it, I would have to put it at a 5 because it's Best Picture
Really?
worthy. Yeah, it's very good.
This December has you very generous with your star rating. I'm wondering if it's a hits or are you just in a giving mood?
It's a hit, dude. It's totally a hit.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll see about that. Anton, any other movies you saw?
Yes, I did see Aquaman tonight.
I believe you mean Aladdin, right? You saw
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Yeah, I saw Aladdin tonight.
Yeah.
uh, I had an amazing time. This
uh,
movie
out
is.
of out of the DC EU movies we've seen,
Mhm.
where would this rank?
It doesn't beat Wonder Woman.
But it beats like all the Man of Steel beats Batman versus
Well,
Superman.
well, we already know out of the whole uh, DCU that Wonder Woman is the best one out of all of
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
them. This falls into second place for me right now.
By default, because you hated the other ones.
Yeah. I mean, the
All
other
right.
one's not too bad. I mean, I had really.
Okay. And I don't mean to derail your review, but I just want to say Batman versus Superman. I enjoyed it up until the third act.
Yes. I totally agree.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah, so James Wan, the way that he shot this movie is beautiful. I loved every single scene that he shot. There was a lot of one motion shots where it's like one whole scene with one camera movement.
Okay.
There's a lot of that in this movie, and I really liked it.
Okay. So this is such a stupid thing for there to be such conversation around, but how did you feel about the underwater effects? Because there's some people asking, "Oh, are there gonna be bubbles? Are they gonna blah blah blah?"
There wasn't a whole lot of bubbles, which I really
Which,
appreciate.
yeah, which the director promised.
Yeah,
He's like, "Yeah, no bubbles. That's
no,
stupid."
no bubbles. Yeah, but the wavy hair stuff, dude, that is freaking awesome. Like it just gives you an effect that you know that they're underwater. So I think that's the part that really sells it is the wavy hair under the water.
So they didn't try to beat you over the head with it. Like they know the audience knows they're underwater,
Hmm.
and they just kind of give it like a little peripheral reminder that you are underwater.
Yeah. Okay, so Momoa, he's
Charlie.
good. He's good. I mean, he's an Aquaman. Like
Yeah.
when you watch this movie, you can see that this is a good choice.
Uh huh.
This is a very good choice.
Um.
I mean, we already seen him in Justice League.
Yeah, and I was saying Justice League, I enjoyed him. I thought he was funny, and we used the clip from him right afterwards where he does his yell. It's him and Cyborg. Cyborg saying the ride ain't over yet, and he's like, "Yeah, my man."
Yeah. Yeah. So Amber Heard's great. Patrick Wilson is amazing. I was surprised. I keep forgetting that Willem Dafoe is in the movie too.
So is he Green Goblin?
That's how I felt when I first saw him in the movie. But no, he's actually a good guy in this one. This is a change of pace for him. Yeah.
Well, because he has such a creepy face, so that's why he always plays the villain or the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. But I don't think it matters what movies he's in. He's always giving 110% in his acting.
Oh yeah, like in Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
Like he has such a weird character, but he plays so well.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I want to say. So story wise, what'd you think?
Okay, story wise, it's a good pacing. The thing that I really appreciate about this movie is the action sequences. It really elevates the story, even though it's a little weak at points, but the action scene really made it better.
And now you hit a nerve on my part for DC movies, because I feel DC never learns this. Even in Wonder Woman, how was the CGI during the fights?
Fine? I was sold with every single scene.
Better than Wonder Woman for the fight CGI.
Yeah.
Okay, because I pointed this out when I saw Wonder Woman. I hated this fight scene with her and Ares, because you can tell Ares was completely CGI. He wasn't even rendered.
Okay, so I think you would appreciate a lot of the scenes that have the one camera action, one shot action, is that you can see real fight scenes.
So Daredevil season 1.
Yeah, you can see a lot of that, but of course they have to add a little bit of CG in there, but it really supports the whole thing.
So the actors were not actually underwater fighting one camera shots.
Yeah, it's actually that, the green screen, and sets. Yeah.
Okay. I'm saying, okay. I'm sold. So, okay. And my last question before I get your rating. Anything I should keep an eye out when I go watch it tomorrow? Without spoilers, anything that I pay attention to this?
There is a end credit scene, but it's just one. But you don't have to wait to the very end. It's just after the first credit roll.
Okay, just like when they do like the director and main stars.
Yeah. One thing I would like to point out for you is the music choices for this movie is very interesting. I don't know if you watch a whole lot of Tarantino movies, but sometimes the music is kind of like, I don't know why they chose this song for the scene.
It has like an unsettling feeling, right?
It's just like, it doesn't have anything to do with the scene, but then it just elevates the scene for some weird reason. Like, it doesn't make any sense to choose that song, but it just fits.
They're like, oh crap, we need a song for this one. What rights do we have, or what songs do we have rights to already? And just pick one.
Yeah,
pick a song, any song. Just hold the deck of cards.
Yeah, even though it's a weird choice, it works, and I actually like it a whole lot. Yeah, so
just because it wasn't on the nose with the music, it was kind of like a little bit off, but it still fit.
Yeah, can you imagine watching a Western movie, like with like Clint Eastwood and John Wayne, and then for the soundtrack, it's like hip hop music
or Fatboy Slim?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, I see what you mean. Like it fits it, but it fits it in a non-traditional way.
Yeah, even the end credits song was a little different. I mean, it's a very manly movie, and it has like yeah.
But I mean, that's what I kind of felt about Thor Ragnarok. Going back to Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok was they picked seemingly classic rock songs that you wouldn't really find in a superhero movie, and they fit perfectly into it. Like them playing Led Zeppelin "Immigrant Song," which became like the song for the entire trailer, for the entire like credit scene for that movie. All right, Anton. So out of 5, what would you give it?
I would give it a 4.6. It's a good action movie. I think this is going to be a hit.
4.6.
Yeah, 4.6.
All right. We're getting a little complicated with our decimal system, but all right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out tomorrow. I'm really curious to see how Manuel pulls this off. All right, Anton. Anything else before we start wrapping up?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, cool. If people want to support your addiction to underwater fight scenes, how can I do that?
They can do that by going to www.the2oc.com and maybe buy some stickers, t-shirt, and maybe click on the Amazon banner and purchase something. It gives us a little kickback.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even have to click what the banner's promoting. Just click on the banner and complete your order.
Yeah.
All right. You can also follow us on social media at The2OC on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Or you can send us an email to mail@the2oc.com. Don't forget to give us a 5-star, thumbs up. If you're live streaming, click that little bell to get notifications when we start live streaming. And I think that's it, right, Anton?
Yep, that's it.
All right. For The2OC, I'm Al Flores.
Yeah, I'm Anton Dual.
Merry Christmas! Yay! Or Kwanzaa. I think Kwanzaa's the 26th, so happy Kwanzaa! All right, guys. Have a good one.